Hey, what's going on? Happy Saturday. Finally, right? Finally, I've made it to Yashahime on time. This is the first time I've made it here on time. For the first episode, I wanted to go live at noon. I got here at like 4. For last week, I wanted to go live at noon. I got here at like 3 something, 2 something, 3 something, something like that. And now I finally made it here on time. Finally. Kind of crazy. So hopefully this can be the new normal, right? Hopefully this can be the new normal. Quality is okay. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Let me know if it's too loud. Let me fix that. How's everybody doing on this lovely, lovely Saturday morning? I'm kind of hungry. I won't say I forgot to eat, right? I mean, like, how's the background music right now? I'm not gonna forget to mute the episode. I was saying, I don't think I forgot to eat. I think I just, have been doing so many things up and down and going around and everywhere that I just was like, let me set this up and sit down. And now I'm sitting here like, I'm kind of hungry. So yeah, this is like, I'm glad this is on Saturday so I can just dedicate my time to the series and not have to worry about watching another series or catching up on something else, right? And it's like, for me, I feel like anything, like, it's connected to Inuyasha. It's basically its sequel. It deserves to get its like respect from me, and hopefully I'm giving it respect. Hopefully. Get some food. I will after this. I definitely will. So recap. The first episode was an extra chapter that finally got animated, which was really cool. And last week was like the official first episode of Yashahime. And we got introduced to Toa. Toa for the most part, and Toa kind of seems like the main character, or the character we'll focus more on. I assume we're gonna get more on Setsuna and more on Moroha, right? So I think I'm excited to see where this goes. I want to see where this goes. Like, I really want to see where this goes. Like, why? I asked a lot of questions at the end of the last stream, just like wondering, like, so where are their parents? Not just because I want to see them, just because how things were set up in the episode, like how things were presented to us, I should say. Like, we're presented with Kohaku being there, and he's seemingly the leader of the demon, like he's one of the leaders of the demon slayers now. And we have Moroku and Sango's child not knowing who Moroha is, but then Moroha also saying that she's Beniyasha? Is that she's Beniyasha if she takes this thing? Like, she seemingly transforms, and it's like, why wouldn't they know each other? Because Sango, Moroku, Inuyasha, Kagome, they were really close, as we seen in the first episode. Like, they were all really close. They all were near each other at least, so it doesn't make any sense why their children wouldn't know who one another are unless something happened. And I do think it has to do something with these rainbow pearls that the 3 of them had, because the demons are saying, I haven't sensed the rainbow pearl in 10 years, and we know that 10 years has been the time period that Toa and Setsuna have been separated from each other, while also saying that they lived in the woods for however long. Now, I don't know if they were by themselves in the woods, because that seems crazy, but it's like, what happened 10 years ago that caused the rainbow pearl to send Toa back, not back, to send Toa into the future, right? what event happened? Why do these girls have these rainbow pearls in the first place? Toa and Setsuna had no idea what the rainbow pearls are. Motoha kind of knows what it is, so I can assume she's been told at least, or she's heard rumors or legends about it. I don't know. I'm rambling. See, it's really good. My friend and I were talking about Yashahime, and she's not happy about Rin potentially being a mom. You got to think this was like 500 years ago. Technically, they're like 500 years in the past, right? Is it 500 or is it a little bit more? It's like 500 years in the past. It's the idea of families being started in Japan when females are young, very, very high. They got married off at like the same age Rin was. So Rin being about 17 to 18, of course, I can definitely see that. And the relationship was there. There was a connection between the two of them, so I could buy it. I dig it. All right, without further ado, let me get started. I'm just babbling, I'm rambling on. I love this. I love that we're back. Right, I love that we're back. So episode 3, right? This is episode 3. Yes, episode 3 of Yashahime, Princess Half Demon. We're gonna get started in 5, 4. We confirmed that she was either, she's 17 going on 18. We Truth, if he doesn't end up popping up in the stream like partway through the episode, if he's not here, Truth definitely he definitely did the math on that. So she'd either be 17 or 18. He actually did that. He broke it down to us and everything, like math tables and stuff. He didn't do all that, but he definitely did explain it. He did the math. So she's definitely of age. And anyways, in Japan, of age is freaking 12 years old. So for a long time, if that hasn't changed, of age has been a 12-year-old. See, Truth, what? How are you? on schedule. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna start at episode 3. We're gonna start in 5. Wait, no, I'm not. I have to turn the music off. See, I'm all over the place. I could just sit here and just kick it with you guys, for real. But we got something to watch. All right, so there's the music. We can mute that. Seems good. The reason why is because Sota is about the same age as Rin. Yeah. Was Sota about the same age as Rin? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But Sota definitely had his kids later in life, after he graduated. But yeah, they are about the same age. So that means, nah, Sota wasn't in middle school, I don't think. Sota was like, I think he literally was about the same age as Rin, if not a tad bit older, because Rin was 8 during the series. Rin was 8 years old. Was Sota 8 years old? So I think Sota was more like leaving elementary school, going into middle school, right? Like 11. That's something I want to look up really fast. See, I'm sidetracked again. That's something. Sota. Spell that correctly. No, he literally was the same age. He's the same age as Rin. So however old he is in Yashahime is exactly how old Rin is. Okay. Yeah. Cool. And Johnson coming in with some more. I think Rin was about 17 or 18 when she had those kids. And they're 14, so put 14 on top of that. All we have to do, we know exactly how old Sota is if you think about it. He was 11 at the end of the time skip, and it's been, I don't remember math, but we can figure out exactly how old he is. I think Kagome is like in her 40s now, isn't she? If late 30s, early 40s. I don't remember the time periods. I think Inuyasha was the early 2000s, and this series was in Reiwa period, so that means 2019 at the latest. Because the era changed the spring of last year. So yeah, okay, I'm babbling. We're gonna start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It worked. Yes. Turn this up for myself. Excuse me. I do enjoy the relationship that Toa and May have. I do enjoy that a lot. Do you think they're going to be stuck in present day Japan for a little bit before they figure out how to go back into the past? Very interested in that. I would like for the other two girls to wander around Japan, like current day Japan, a little bit. Right? And I want to get a good look at the Sai because I rewatched the episode through the week and I was like, Motoha came through. When she came through, I forgot the sword broke. When Motoha came through, she's like, I feel weak, right? Now, is it because there's a is it a full moon or a new moon when Inuyasha's weak? Oh, I can't watch the opening. It's either the full moon or the new moon, right? Either when a full moon is in the sky or there's no moon in the sky. I can't remember. So if it's a new moon right now and that's why maybe she feels weak, that'd be very interesting to me. I do like this opening though. It probably doesn't have a connection, but Inuyasha's dad hid his resting place in Inuyasha's eye and it opened a portal. That is true. It'd be cool if they branched that off from that. Like these pearls are somewhat connected to that, maybe? I don't know. I like this opening. I really do. Get excited. I don't remember the ending. I need to listen to it again to see if I can gauge it to this one, which one I like more. Just for myself. I want the full opening to this because I can tell it's epic. I can tell it's epic and it feels great. Dream butterfly, okay. It's obviously. Oh, so it looks like they're both affected. Okay. Would she just whoa. All right, Toa. I like it. I like it. Yeah, finish the job. Don't be like Kagome and let the unthinkable happen. Who stopped it? Oh, Setsuna. Okay. About to get excited. Like, who stopped? Yeah, he is. Setsuna has no idea who she is. We're sisters. Like, hey, get them back. Get those back. Very interesting. Why does theirs go to their eye, but Moroha's is just, you know, Asian? Go ahead. Why she look so mad? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. Why? Yeah, it's like why? Like why are you so yeah, you're so aggressive right now. That's a damn lie. Yeah. Does she not know she's half demon? Moroha knows more than yeah. Come on. Come on, Moroha. Okay. She doesn't know. See, I don't trust Setsuna's. Okay, okay, okay. Rin is their mother if he came there to get them. Rin is definitely their mother. If he came there to where, wouldn't Kagome's family have filled her in? I I don't know. I don't know. Cause they didn't know much. They didn't know much. And it's crazy to think, right? It's crazy to think, but I don't think she probably ever came back. And if she did, it's only been a couple times because she committed herself to wanting to learn how to live in this era. So maybe she comes back from time to time. Maybe she doesn't. I think he did. Oh my goodness, that's the tree root, isn't it? I think he absolutely came, took the kids, abandoned them to make them stronger. I absolutely think that's what he did. It's probably it has. I think it has to be something like that. Some sort of rite of passage from something that is passed down from the not 2020. Her rights. What is her meaning? What does that mean? What does that actually mean? If he wanted to take his kids, who was gonna stop him? If Inuyasha wasn't there to try, right? He wanted to take his girls and leave. What did he do? He came there, took them. Kaede wasn't gonna stop him. Ren wasn't gonna stop him if that's what he wanted to do. What's what's the Rainbow Pearl theory? I'm stupid. What's up, Caleb? Sesshomaru, where are the kids? I don't think he probably was even. He's even stayed with her. I think you're operating under the fact that Sesshomaru wanted to stay with her. They could have a relationship, and Sesshomaru could just do whatever the hell he wants to, right? Kind of like in the similar manner of how Sasuke is. That was Moroha. Most people speculated the original characters did that. Maybe. Oh, I've never even. That's pretty interesting. I'm loving the music. Rin could have died. We don't. That's true. Okay. I don't want to end this episode with this thing in her. I don't. We have to get it out of her. It's grounds for divorce right there. Absolutely. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. from her head? Motohashi's she's just looking at this family squabble. Music is absolutely incredible. This is absolutely dope too. Come out and let's deal the final blow. Okay, good. Damn. Finally. Dog, I need to know what the hell has happened in these 10 years. 14 years. However long it's been. Each episode is more answers. Mm-hmm. Lord Inuyasha. Why? Why did it sent them to the future? Yep. So they're stuck in Japan. They're stuck in Tokyo. Why did the well become defunct? Why did it stop working? This is on loan from the museum. Oh my goodness. They're so casual about this. They're so casual about that. And the fact that it's like, that might be my niece. I don't know, but it might be. I'm just so casual about it. Oh my goodness. What did I can assume that, because I was wondering, never fallen asleep before? What? You can't live like that. Damn, you can't live like that. It's gonna end. Oh, I have so many more questions and so many more theories I can think of. Ah, man. Either Inuyasha and Kagome are that's not being fine, Andriana. She's not fine. Her personality shows that it's not fine. She's not fine at all. It's convenient that she doesn't have to sleep, but she's not fine. Not fine. She's not fine. It's either they dead and gone, or they're locked away somewhere. I don't even know. Yeah, I won't watch the preview. I'll hit the pause. I won't watch the preview. But I honestly feel like getting that information, right? That little tidbit that Sesshomaru took the twins. This is exactly how I feel like it happened, right? I think Sesshomaru took the twins, right? And just put them in the wild. Because Toa's like, yo, we've lived in the wild for I don't know how long. Like, we just been by ourselves. So I think he probably took them. Let me try to catch this pause. I want to see if there's like an after credits of any sorts, because a minute is pretty long for it. All right, I'm cool with this. Because they look like they were infants. They were definitely younger than he. Let me go back to that scene and find it. They were absolutely under a year old. Because Sesshomaru isn't. He's a. He's not like a behemoth giant, right? That he cuffed. He had both the babies swaddled and wrapped up, right? So I think he took them as babies, raised them to a point, because they were four. They were four. So yeah, look how tiny they are. Right? Look how tiny they are. I can do this. I can do this. Hold on. Right here. Look how tiny they are in his hand. So he took them when they were at least less than a year. Probably raised them just enough to live and but that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't think he treated them in their early years bad because they were dressed nice. Because I kept saying that, I'm like, yo, they're dressed too nice. They're clean to be just living in the wild. So he took them, and I think their test was, they're 4 now. I'm going to burn the forest down. Right? I'm going to burn the forest down. And when they got separated, Sesshomaru probably seen it like, okay, she died when the tree fell. Probably. I can see how he overlooked that. I think Sesshomaru's the one that took her. And she just doesn't know. Took her and dropped her somewhere else. Because how else would she know to go to Kaede? Kohaku didn't send her to Kaede. How else would she know? Sesshomaru took her. Because when she shows back up, she's like, yo, I'm here because I need to find the scene. Right here. Sesshomaru took her. Sesshomaru has no memories of her childhood because of the curse. Sesshomaru took her because Setsuna, to him, probably in his eyes, is the one that passed this right. She passed this test. Toa got sent to the future, so he couldn't even find her if he wanted to, right? So, look, one day she came, she said it was a rite of courage and cowardice. She's dressed in this, which is clearly from Sesshomaru. And she's like, I'll be in your care for a while. How else would she know? How else would she know to go to Kaede? And through Kaede probably introduced her to Kohaku. And that's how she became a demon slayer. She easily could have grown up with Sesshomaru. She literally doesn't remember. The end of the episode tells us this. She literally has no memory. It's not like she can't remember. It's not like she doesn't remember. She can't remember. They're not there to be remembered. I think if we get her memories back, we get more information on what the hell she went through. Now the whole question is, where's Rin? Honestly, I could see because it's like because Rin had a profound effect on Sesshomaru and how he was as a person, right? I can see some, like, if Rin were to have died, like, say if Rin died in childbirth because the babies were tiny. Say if Rin died in childbirth and Kaede was taking care of the babies and Sesshomaru took the kids because he's just like, their mother's gone now, right? I don't know. Or maybe Rin left. There's so many questions. There's so many more questions. There's so many more questions. So many more. The fact that none of them know their parents. I don't think Motoha knows her parents. But she doesn't refer to, because I think if she knew who her parents were, she wouldn't have said right here. Where was that at? I'm not gonna pick this scene. If she knew who her parents were, if Motoha knew that Inuyasha was her daddy, she wouldn't say the great Lord Sesshomaru. She probably would have said, because she's a funny character, she would have said, yo, you're my uncle, like, that's uncle, like, the great demon Sesshomaru. Like, she would have been candid, because she's a very candid person. She's very brash. She doesn't hide things, right? She definitely would have said something along the lines of that, but I gotta find this scene. So it's like, it seems like Motoha knows the legends of the land, but doesn't know her parents. And then I kind of was like subscribing to the fact of maybe I was subscribing to the fact in my brain for a little bit that maybe no one remembers Inuyasha and Kagome, but then whenever Kaede was talking, it was just like I was like, I cancel that because she's just like, yo, they mentioned the well, they mentioned Lady Kagome and Lord Inuyasha, yada yada, and Kohaku knows who they are. It's not like he's like, oh, so yeah, but they don't even know that they have children. So that's I go back to that. Kaede and Kohaku don't even know that Inuyasha and Kagome had a kid. It don't seem like it, at least. It doesn't seem like it. I don't know. Like Kirara is with Hisui. And he has her weapon as well. So did she just give her Demon Slayer stuff to her son? Or did something happen to her? See, it's so many questions. It's so many questions. Like so much. It's like for our group to be as close as they were, and I think they animated this chapter right at the beginning. Where is it? They showed a glimpse of it in this episode, but they animated that chapter just to animate it. I think to make people happy, but I think it also serves, just so we don't get clapped up. I think it also serves to show that our group was still as close as ever. It gives more context to everything that's happening now because it's like, yo, we just got a recent look. Literally 2 episodes. We had a whole episode dedicated to how close they were. They all lived in the same village. So it's like, why from episode 1 and then 14 years later, I don't know if it's actually 14, but whatever see, my brain's all foggy on the time period. I'm gonna have to go back to the first stream and pick through the comment. But what has happened? Like, what has happened? What has happened? And the fact that Kagome's family's so casual, like he's just like, yeah, that might be my sister's kid. That's it. She's here now. Yeah, she's from the other. He's so casual. I don't know. It's crazy. It's real crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, right. I found the clip. Like they showed, like this first episode showed us, like our group was still as close as ever. That's why I feel like it's weird well, I don't know if it's weird because Sesshomaru never had kids. Maybe there's some rite of passage he believes in. Maybe it's the same rite of passage he went through as a child. I don't know. I'm just reaching for stuff. But maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe that's why he's putting those girls through the same thing. But this first episode showed us that our group was close. Sesshomaru was there because Rin was there. And Sesshomaru was watching over the cabin where all the women were. Where it's just like, oh, like people, you could seem like, oh, Sesshomaru's not doing nothing. No, he was the last line of defense. So it's like things were happening. Sesshomaru was showing up. He might not have mingled with them, but he was paying attention. So to go from that to where we are now, what happened? Right? What happened? That's what's got me right now. That's what's got me like, I need to come back next week and keep watching. What happened? That's oh man. I dig it. I'm kind of glad we're stuck in present day Tokyo as well. I'm definitely glad that, because all of Inuyasha spent majority of its time in Edo, Japan. So to now have it the opposite way, it's very interesting how they navigate this current time, because it was interesting watching Inuyasha interact with the present day. So to see these three, to see one of them who's been here her whole life and the other two literally have no idea, very interesting. Very interesting. But it also leads me to the clip at the end of the first episode when the three of them are together on their adventure and they're back in Edo, Japan. How we get there? Because in that episode it seems like they had a rapport as well. See? Oh man, I love this show. I love this show. Apparently, parts of Sango's theme are in Setsuna's theme. I think probably because she's a demon slayer. I think so. Um, if I don't put any thought into it, Naraku. But he's already been mentioned. So I don't, it's this series is just it's gonna rely on the nostalgia factor to get you through it, right? Now I don't want to end up devolving into a quest I don't know. I can see something involving Naraku eventually. I think the rite of passage might be Setsuna's own choice. Mura said Setsuna's bothered that she's a half demon. Yeah, she definitely is. I wonder where that came from though. Right? I wonder where that came from. Where did her Yeah, that's interesting. She also said it was a rite of passage and cowardice. She said that as well. She said that as well. They didn't even know she was a half demon. She knew though. I think it's Sesshomaru. I do think it's Sesshomaru. I think Setsuna was so young that she didn't have the choice. May have seemed like she had a choice to choose, but Sesshomaru probably gave her an only option, and that's what she subscribed to. I don't know. Maybe. I do think Sesshomaru has a lot more as far as Setsuna is involved, right? There's definitely more there. Well, of course there's more. But what Kaede says right here about the lion with the cubs, I do think that whole introduction in last episode with the kids, like Toa, like breaking down their story, I do think it's possible Sesshomaru could have lit the forest on fire, but then again it just could have been like the demon slayers hunting a demon and the forest fire was collateral damage, and Sesshomaru then swooped in because he was watching them. Maybe tried to save the both of them because this wasn't a part of his plan, and then she got taken into the future, and he couldn't take her, so he took Setsuna. See that I can start thinking of so many different ways this could have gone. Yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty, I'm. This is very interesting. I could sit here forever. I could sit here forever. I'm not gonna babble too much. I'm not gonna babble too much longer. A butterfly in the dream world has escaped over to this world. Now, when she says this world, does she mean like present day Japan? Like it can like kind of like how there's some demons back and forth. That'll be interesting because if that was the case, she would have never gotten her memories back. And just, I think she just means like the real world, like her world. Yo, she quite literally is. Motoha is Kagome's face slapped on Inuyasha's head. Quite literally. She lit. That's literally her face. Kagome's face slapped onto Inuyasha's head. That's what. That's literally what Motoha is. That's crazy. Now I can see why the why Kagome and Sota's mom were were like looked at that girl and like, yeah, that's probably Kagome's kid. It's wearing it like she's wearing similar clothing to what Inuyasha wore. Looks just like the boy. Oh man, it's interesting. She knows who Sesshomaru is, but she doesn't know who. Well, we don't know if she knows who her parents is, but seemingly she doesn't know who her parents are. We've seen lots of moth demons in Inuyasha, but I'm wondering if butterfly demons have similar. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, waiting week to week for this sucks. It sucks. Each episode so far, every episode has been really, really good. I think we'll get that. I think because I think we'll get that. I think we'll get that next week. I think we'll get like either Motoha asking questions or they ask her questions. I do think that. I do think we get more information from the family. We can get filled in more. I think that can come next week. We can get filled in on more things. Like, has Kagome and Inuyasha come back? Have they? Because I don't know. No, but hold on. No, Kaede said the well went defunct 15 years ago. So that means there would have been no way for Kagome and Inuyasha to go back and forth if they were stuck in feudal Japan. There would not have been any way for them to go back and forth at all, to our current knowledge. That 15 years is it's very. She said 15 years. I'm if I'm remembering correct. When she was explaining the right here. Yeah. Yep. It's been over 15 years since it become defunct. It's been over 15, so it's been more than 15. That makes more sense. I can see Kagome and Inuyasha not having children, right? Not having children, and then like them going back and forth probably, because I would assume Kagome would want to see her family, like choose to live full time in feudal Japan, but come back and like how she used to do in the original series. And once the well went defunct, then they decided to settle down because it's like, damn, I'm never going back. I don't know. I don't know, something like that. And then they have a kid. No, it wasn't. Right? Was it closed forever when she passed through? I don't remember that. Has it? Like, did she? It was closed for a long time, and I think in that final episode of Final Act, she says that because of her emotions, it was closed, and then it opened back up. Now I don't know if I don't know if like it opened up for that one time and one time only for her to go back. I didn't even take that into question, right? Yeah, so I don't know if it was like when she finally stood at the well and she realized like all of her emotions and it opened up again and she basically said goodbye to her mom. If that was just a one time you can come back and then it's closed again. It's crazy. I need to walk back a bunch of stuff I was thinking. Then if this is her child, they need to be more excited to see her. If this is that's her grandbaby, she needs to be more excited to see her. Oh man. So many questions. So many questions. I agree. I totally agree. I love the music in that series. But Kaede seems to be like she has a possible plan to get them back. Damn. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Ah man. Sucks to wait till next week. It sucks to wait till next week. And it's not like I could go read something, right? And be satisfied. Ah. Ah, I love it. Really good first 3 episodes of this. Really good first 3 episodes. Really good first 3 episodes. Not watching the preview. I don't want to see anything from the next episode. Not. I'd rather watch it. I'd rather watch it next week. You're not gonna get me. What was the name of the girl from the anime original episode with Sota? And that little girl he helped out? Is that her? I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Is that her? See, when I was doing my rewatch, I was kind of skipping through filler. But I absolutely remember watching that one. What oh man. Is that her? I don't remember what that little girl's name was. He told me, so it's not her. Her name's Moe. I definitely was about to be like, yo, that would be a cool little nod to take that little girl from the filler and have made her his wife. I was like that. I was thinking that. Yeah. That would have been a little cool though if they would have took from that little filler piece and plucked it, right? That would have been a little cool, but this is still dope. The fact that yeah, it's Moe. I was just thinking, I'm just like, is that her? Could that possibly be her? I don't know. It'd been cool if it was though. It would have been cool if it was. All right, all right. I'm gonna close out for real. I'm gonna close out for real. Thank you guys for being here. Their daughter does look like that little girl. Absolutely. Absolutely, that girl looks like her. I think that could be a nod, maybe. That could be a nod to it. Yeah, let me close out. Thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you guys for the likes on the stream. I greatly appreciate it. If you're not in the Discord, check the link in the description. There is a link to the Discord. There's a Yashahime channel over there. It's a little bit bare because there's not that many people over there. But I definitely would love to get over there and talk some stuff. I know me and Andriana go back and forth. Andriana in the chat drew a picture of Motoha eating like a little snack. So check it out. Check it. It's in the Discord. Check it out. It's very good. It's really dope. So yeah. With that being said, no problem, Andriana. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I can sit here forever and just talk about this back and forth and try to crunch numbers on times, and I love it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Truth. Andriana. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Caleb. And to everyone, I didn't say this at the beginning of the stream. Everyone that watches and doesn't put in the type in the chat or comment, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm one of those people that, well, I don't really watch that many people anymore since I've started doing YouTube, but I never would comment or type in chat and almost anyone that I watched. I just watched the content, enjoyed it, dipped. So I appreciate you for being here regardless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With that, I'm out. See you guys later.